Hey, fellow ishies. Thanks for tuning in. So today I have a long list of words for you, mostly because some of these words aren't as rare, so they don't require as much explanation as some of my previous words. But hey, it's all fun, right? I have written the first 2 episodes of the current news event using these old words, and I'm pretty excited to get started with that. But first, I've got to give you the words, so the story will be kind of like a scavenger hunt. If this is the first time tuning in, my name is Dina, and this is Correctish English, where we look at language, why we love it, why it drives us crazy, and why we say what we say. All right, let's get started. Now, the first list of words I have for you are from the 16 to 1800s, not super rare. I think you could probably get some of these right away. So the first word is splendiferous, and it means sumptuous or first rate. The next word is brick. If someone called you a brick, it didn't mean you were dumb as a brick. It meant you were actually a jolly good fellow. Now this next word is a word that was actually used in the 60s. It was slang in the 1960s, and it is the word square. Only in this tense, it was not somebody who was a nerd or who was boring or didn't do anything. It meant you were honest. I suppose that makes a little bit of sense if you look at a square. It's like even on all sides. Square as opposed to a rounder. That's a fun one to look up. I had a relative that told me one of my great aunts was a rounder. Not as good as a square. All right, the next word is dimber damber. It's very pretty, a clever rogue. Got a lot of dimber dambers out in the news media cycle these days. The next word is dummacker, a knowing or acute person, someone who knows a lot, someone who is very observant. So I had to look, see why I had this in here, and that's the word hoax. I have a lot of that word. It's actually to deceive or ridicule, and it is a derivative of hocus. Think hocus pocus, yes. Hocus, which means to cheat. That makes sense. Okay. The next word is buttons. To be deficient in intellect. A very polite way to say you're stupid is to say they're buttons. Okay. This one is kind of funny. If you think of the cowardly lion here, liver-faced. Liver-faced means cowardly or much afraid or mean. It even means mean. I guess cowardly people can be mean. I'm sorry if my dog interrupts you. There is somebody walking across the street, which is her territory. And she is interrupting this very simple causerie, which is from the 19th century, and it means an informal chat, a friendly, easygoing conversation. I do not like it when my causerie gets interrupted by a barking dog who's barking at nothing. The next word we have is one of my favorite words. Well, maybe not favorite, depending on the movie. It's humbuggery. You think of, yes, the Christmas Carol. Humbug, humbug. I tend to say that a lot around Christmas. And it means nonsense or deceitful language or ideas. Yeah, think of Scrooge. Christmas is a humbug. It is from the 19th century. And yes, Christmas Carol is one of my favorite movies, except the musical. I don't like the music. Finally, I know I've given you a lot of words today. The last word is kickshaw. And it is 16th century. And it's a dish that looks good, but is lacking in substance. Okay, so this could apply to not just food, but also maybe what somebody says. That podcaster is just a kickshaw. Talks a lot, gives you a good word salad, but there's really no substance to anything they say. Thank you for tuning in and listening to all these old words. We're just a little bit closer to my video on my story, and I am calling it Death of a Powerhouse. So it is a murder mystery. Throw in these old words. You know, kind of a game. See how many of these words you can get. But anyways, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.